Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good afternoon. Welcome to a bit of Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back of the N-Sane Trilogy. Now, before I begin, I will just say that I wouldn't have read your comments from the previous part because I'm afraid that went so badly that I kind of just want to get back into the game and really try and enjoy myself. So I'm going to start a new game with this one.
Crystals, of course. No!
But Dr. Cortex, to reach full power, we need not only your master crystal, but also the remaining 25 slave crystals from the surface. How do you expect to retrieve them when we don't have any earthbound operatives left?
You fool! Do you think I'm unaware of the situation? If we don't have any friends left on the surface, then we'll need to find an enemy.
Crash! Dad! My battery is fried. Make yourself useful, big brother, and bring an extra battery for me.
So, let's get into it. So this, believe it or not, is a bonus level. You can only get onto this level if you don't skip the cutscenes. So we have Coco, whose battery has fried, and we've got to go help her find a new one. We've also got some controls here. So, you've seen the inventory before. I have to say, Crash does feel a lot smoother here. So have they really actually changed the controls? Because Crash does seem to move a bit better. If so, you know what? That does change some of the criticisms I had before. Is that a bottomless pit, or is there actually land down there? No? Okay. So we have the new slide move, which allows us to jump a little bit higher. And it allows us to slide into enemies. We can also crawl and crouch. And here we have the next level. I don't know if you can access this level again in the warp room in the new game, but we shall see. There's no penalties for skipping it if you do.
Well, well, well. If it isn't Crash Bandicoot, welcome. I apologize for the crude means used to bring you here, but I'd rather expect a written invitation would have been turned down. I need your help. Surrounding you are a series of 5 doors. Through each door lies a well-hidden crystal. The crystals look like this. Bring me the crystals, Crash. That is all I will say for now. We will speak again.
So as far as I can tell, they made new music for those scenes. So here used to be the save load screen. We'll skip out. We'll save with that because I'm not bothered about keeping old progress. And this could be my new main save file going forward. So this currently has no significance right now. So here we have our 5 levels. We have Turtle Woods, Snow Go, Hang 8, The Pits, and Crash Dash. Let's go to Turtle Woods, which we need to do twice, and I will show you why. Be kind to the boxes to earn a special gem. Well, that's spoiled the reason why we need to do this level twice, but hey, yeah. So every level sort of starts like this, in a nice little safe area. The jaws open to reveal the level ahead. And already I'm in love with this level because of the weather effects. That's nice. What I love about the level design in Crash Bandicoot 2 is the levels are really tightly packed. So like here, there isn't much difference between left and right, but you still have that 3D effect, so you can move left and right, up and down, rather than it just being forward and back. So I do enjoy that greatly. And as well, it's so hard to see past the dense vegetation. They really do a good job of that with the environments here. That's just something I really like. This is a bonus stage. Requires just a body slammer. This is like an alternate area. This isn't necessarily a bonus stage, it's more just an extra area that we can go to. You will need to body slam those to get in. So as we do need to stockpile our lives, we will have to get the most out of these crates that we can. We also body slam like that. Done. That's okay, because we can do that. Ah, damn. Can we... Ah, no, that's not gonna work, is it? So you only got a set amount of time before they go down. So, I'm afraid we'll have to die and try it again. Because we want the crates. I will say they've done a very good job of faithfully adapting the music. Damn, wasn't meant to do that. You can also high jump on the spot as well. But again, still having those little problems with getting onto the ledges. Doing the slide jump is always a safe bet. You're going to see me doing that a lot. And now we have a new kind of crates, which is the green crates. Use that to detonate all nitro crates in the level. Or at least in this area. So because you can't... In fact, that's something as well we haven't introduced. So because you can't touch nitro crates without them exploding, you need to detonate them, because they still count towards the total amount of crates towards the level. So now we have a bonus stage. So we no longer need tokens to enter the bonus stages. There we go. We can't walk off that platform, so we're safe. I do like as well the remaster as well. As far as I can tell, in the original, you'd actually have to pick up the gems sometimes. It wouldn't always be a case of them automatically coming to you. Now that crate there exists for a very specific reason. And you'll see why later. Now here's a pit we're meant to fall into. We have to defeat the moles to unlock this bouncy shroom. I don't know why I'm so adamant about killing that turtle. Ah. I need to die very quickly, I'm afraid. So that's the crystal we need, but we don't need it right now because we've got to die. Because we need that turtle. And you're going to find out why very soon. You might have seen it at the top of the screen. Is he gonna get back up? Yep. There we go. There was a crate up there that we had to get. And you can't get it any other way except by that turtle. So that's just one of the ways the game can catch you out. As we found out in the previous one, again thanks to Viobelic Lava. That there are some crates out of view. So, every level, there's 25 levels, technically 30, that have a crystal. You need the crystal to get to the next lot of areas. The crystal is the easiest component of the level, where gems are nice extras, they are not entirely necessary. They are necessary for the true ending. Or the good ending, I guess.
Well done, Crash. I knew I could rely on you. Now listen carefully. These holograms are hard to maintain. During the course of my intellectual pursuits, I have stumbled across a force that threatens to destroy the world. The crystals are the only means of containing it. The fate of the world is at stake. It is imperative, therefore, that you bring them to me.
Are you there, Crash? Crash! Crash! Are you there, Crash? Are you there, Crash?
Oh. Yeah. That's the time trial mode. So now we're going to go back to Turtle Woods, because it's better to do this now than later. We're going to get a colour gem. But to do that, we have to skip every single crate. It's also very important I don't spin attack any enemies into the crates. Now, I must admit, it must have been fascinating to figure out how to get the blue gem. So just run by all the enemies, not even accidentally destroy a single crate. And then just get rewarded for it. That's why we need that crate there. I do marvel at how quickly you can get through the levels when you ignore every single part of it. Because even in something like Super Mario Brothers, you still have to engage with the level in some way. And there we are, that's our first colour gem. The illustrious blue gem. I think in the original as well, you could actually walk past them, which is never good. And perhaps with this gem, we might actually have a visitor.
So, you are helping Cortex gather crystals, yet you have acquired a gem. Interesting. Well, Crash, know this. As long as you are allied with Cortex, you are my sworn enemy, and I will do anything in my power to stop you. If the fate of the world is truly your concern, you must gather the gems, not the crystals. If you obtain all 42 gems, I can use them to focus a laser. Ah, yes, a laser then I must use my forces to stop you from gathering crystals.
Yes. So we have a bit of a choice. See, choices matter in Crash Bandicoot, alright? It's a very serious role-playing game. This was way before Mass Effect. Anyway, you have the choice of aiding Dr. Neocortex to get all 25 crystals, which you need anyway. But you also have the choice of getting all 42 gems. All 42 gems. And stopping Cortex in the other ending. It's just gorgeous. Like Snow Go and these sort of levels were my favourite in Crash Bandicoot 2, and like that's a tough choice, right? Choose your favourite Crash Bandicoot 2 aesthetic. But this is just so incredible. And yes, if you want that crate up there, you can jump on that one, or I think this was one of the levels on the demo. In fact, I think pretty much all of the first levels were on the demo. Including Ripperoo as well, I'm not sure. Or you get on the portal to Ripperoo's world. And then the demo would tell you to buy the game. Back when demos were really good. Oh, the ice is... Yeah, the ice is deadly in this game. Yeah, I'm curious about something. Is there a bonus level down there? No, it's death. Okay. Worth a try. Yeah, sometimes those gaming instincts, they can be a bit awful. So those stone pillars are the ones that will come down on you. Like that. When you pass them. But there is another kind that is timed. And it's these ones here. So that's a bonus stage down there. This isn't the music I would choose for Snow Go, but I do like it. It's really just because the original's music was so good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the ice does affect your ability to jump significantly more in the remaster than the originals. So expect to slide and jump a lot. Probably a lot more than the originals, if I'm honest. I'm just loving Crash's movement. There is going to be an area in one of the coming levels that is going to require a lot of precision. I'm really going to need the game to cooperate with me. We shall see. Oh, that's our Nitro box. Penguins are one of the worst enemies to face in this game. Because if you hit them while they're spinning, it doesn't count, they will just do damage. Can you just see that up there? A metal crate. Do it again. My camera might be blocking it actually, but yeah. There we go. Just now done those. And now we've got an extra life. Ah, we've got the gem, nice. I was expecting not to get the gem. The snow levels have quite a few secrets to them, which can make them a bit of an arseache to deal with. Okay, just make sure my cursor's gone. Like how the gem stuck in his ears. He's wearing perfectly good trousers, but nope. So, save the game again. We don't really need to save as often as we do, but to be honest, then again, with the power cuts and everything, probably wouldn't be such a bad idea. So this is another interesting level for gems. We're going to have to do this one twice as well. So this one is very similar to the first game. You notice as well how the piranhas have been upgraded. Yes, okay, just try. Now's a good time to gauge the controls. Oh, nice, I like the controls here. So, you can press any button to boost, really. So notice there's a timer at the bottom right corner. Don't worry about it. We're not here for that right now. What we need is to focus on the crates. I like as well you can see the spawn points. That's good. Of the piranha plants there. Oh, damn. So I want to get on top of those crates there, but I don't know if there's anything. That's one of the underrated songs of this game, in my opinion. It's one of those forgotten ones. It's quite a nice, chilled out bonus tune. So here you got to crawl under. At a glacial pace, admittedly, but yeah. They've added the piano as well, which is an interesting choice. I'm definitely not complaining. Ah, this is interesting. Okay, let's entertain this. I really should I? Yep, there's crates, so we definitely want to do this. And you'll notice as well the music has changed. So the hippos, when you stand on them, they will disappear after a time. These jumps seem a bit easier than they were before, thank God. So this is how we get the rest of the crates. So we needed the blue gem from Turtle Woods to get there. And now we need a boost to get over there. Notice that time has gone as well, because we went to the bonus stage, so it would have ended it prematurely. That's okay, because we're going to do the level again for another possible clear gem, I believe. I like how it's got a bit of an eerie fog to it as well. The mist of the bayou.
Crystals. Not bad. I see you are getting the hang of it. I need to conserve power. I will communicate with you again after you retrieve the 5th crystal.
I should say as well, you don't have to do the levels in order. I believe in the original they were numbered, but again, you don't have to do them in that order. You do them in the order you want to. But we're going to do Hang 8 again, because... in fact, you know what? Why not? Let's demonstrate the time trial. So, in time trial mode, you have yellow crates, which will give you additional time. Hopefully we can get the gem from this as well. But when you do the time trial mode, which was introduced in Crash Bandicoot 3, technically Crash Bandicoot 2 with the hoverboard stuff. Ah, damn! So close. So. Wait a minute. Well, let's do it again. Let's see if we can get the relic. But it was introduced in Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. The idea being, you beat the time and you get a time relic, which would mark your time, and would become a staple of the Crash Bandicoot games as much as crystals and gems. And there's 3 types. There's Sapphire, Gold and Platinum. In that order, they are the easiest to hardest. That's better. Barely, but we got that. Yeah, I should be making much more liberal use of the slide. There we are, we did it in just under a minute. What do we get? We got a gold relic. We do a better time than that, we can get... oh yeah. Do a better time than that, we can get a platinum relic. So, not bad. Do we get a gem? Yep, we got the gold relic though, so hey, nice. Fair enough. You know what, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do that level again, we're gonna get a gem. So, there'll be no announcer because that wasn't in the original game. Maybe they've added it, but doubt it. So, let's do it again. This time we want to beat without the time attack mode. So we can ignore the stopwatch there. But from the first hovercraft thing we want to get on, we've got to beat the level. There's no point in the checkpoint box. We don't get a checkpoint. We don't get to do this again. We have to restart the level, I think. That might be something that's changed in the remaster. Oh, damn. But it used to be you'd have to exit the level and start again. It might be the same case. Seeing as we haven't actually started the challenge, yeah, it should be okay. As long as we don't hit any of our checkpoints, we're good. slide attack is incredibly effective against a lot of enemies. You are going to need it at some stage as well. I noticed there as well, I'm glad they've kept that, but if you spin and jump, if you slide and spin, or slide, jump and spin, you do get a bit more airtime. Yeah. So that's the gem for doing the timer on this level, not the time attack. Two different things, I know. It's a little bit confusing, but don't worry about it. It's fine. If you play the original, you'll know. Blech. So now, you know what, let's demonstrate. The next level would technically be the pits. We're going to ignore that for Crash Dash. Now, nostalgia for me here. I wasn't very good at these levels when I was a kid. I'd actually asked my dad to do this for me. I think I'm brave enough to do it on my own. And he was very good at it as well. I eventually got brave enough to do it myself, well, as you could probably tell. See? I'm using my controller, honest. Again, absolutely loving the ancient environs here. Did you ever used to stop and look to see if the ball was actually going to catch up or anything like, is it going to fail here? It just might. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Oh, really? 2, 3. That's a checkpoint. I'm just curious. Or do I have to leap further in? No. It's a different pitfall I'm thinking of. Okay. If you've not played the games before, there is a method to my madness. I know you have no reason to trust me whatsoever, but there is. There is a reason for that. Oh, I've just remembered as well. The previous part was like 8 gig or something like that to upload. The first part was 15. Even though it was in 720p, it was like one resolution lower. So that's interesting. So in theory, I hope to be able to play for, well, around the same time without it taking too long to upload to YouTube. So, oh yes, if the boulder or any other thing destroys the crates, it can still count, but you can't guarantee that it will hit the crate. There are some crates that it will miss. For time trials as well, I should add that bonus stages are not enabled for time trial. As well, body slam. Ah, yes, of course. Change of lighting here, very nice. I do like that they've actually done that as well. Very nice warmer temperature for the evening sun. Ah! I forget it was Crash Bandicoot 2 where they added the purple boxes, not Crash Bandicoot 3. I do apologise. I just want to try and sit back a bit more. Just get a bit more comfortable. Right. Okay. Damn, I just can't get that one. You can slide them. It's not always recommended, because if you slide, you might accidentally trigger the TNT. No, I was just thinking Crash Bandicoot 1. That's alright. Okay. I hope my voice is coming through okay. If it's not, I will review the footage and then make sure that it's all edited. Or rather, make sure I do better for next time. You notice this enemy here has saw blades on their back, but not spikes on the side. I remember this now. This level used to be a pain in the ass. Because it splits off. But I'm glad I chose the right path. So, you gotta go through one path to get the crystal. So, what you can do is you can either go this way, backwards. Very carefully, because you haven't been here before. Just deal with that enemy now, and then it's dealt with. It's done. And that's the fork in the road done. So, a bit difficult. So, the level Cortex Power was very much like that, where there's a fork in the road. And if you want all the crates, you've got to do that. And I think there was also like some other gem stuff as well. It's a pain in the ass to deal with. But I thought I think it's a very clever design. I really do genuinely like it. And a well-deserved checkpoint. So this is an armoured crate. Purple crate as used to be. Because they used to have purple armour on them. You'll notice as well the bonus stages are a lot more forgiving. They don't require you to jump through quite as many hoops as they did before. So, I was trying to do something there where I can hopefully, if I used to be able to do this, where you could slide jump from the top to the bottom, not the bottom to the top. Yeah, so you get a little bit more air sometimes when you spin at the top of a jump. At least that sort of jump anyway. I've just slid. Oh, okay. I reviewed the Game Boy Advance games of Crash Bandicoot. If you didn't know they exist, they're actually quite good. Mostly modelled after Crash Bandicoot 2 and 3, however. And there was an ability called the Super Slide. And you would be allowed to continuously slide through passages like that. Yes, if ever I'm unsure about the jumping, which to be honest I am a bit because it's a remaster. It's different to the originals. I'm trying to get used to it. I will slide jump. Because sometimes it can't always be trusted. Another gem. You'll have noticed as well so far, we're pretty much only missing one gem. And it's the red gem from Snowgo. So, again, the generosity with the gems is significantly higher here than it was in Crash Bandicoot 1, even without the death penalties. And now we've got 5 crystals. Oh, okay. So, where there was a blank wall is the boss arena. It used to be, you'd go up here, and then you'd go to the boss arena. So that's something they've changed. You'll notice as well, this is Ripperoo. On the top of that pile there is the Crash Bandicoot official guidebook. You can find various copies of it there. So the idea here is we've got to get past the TNT and Nitro crates. Like one of the books there is War and Peace. We're going to jump on him at the end. Believe it or not, I actually had to contact the hotline to beat this boss once upon a time, back when there were hotlines for games. Yeah. There we are. Much easier time than the first game. I preferred his voice in Crash Team Racing, which I can't do. So if you want to progress, you go up. And you press right bumper this time. Cortex would also give a speech about how that was one of his former minions, and he can't control him. I think there was meant to actually be a cutscene, but I think we skipped it by accident. Here we are.
I see that Ripperoo failed to prove much of a challenge yet again. But back to business. There are crystals to be gathered, 20 to be exact. The planets will align shortly, all 13 of them, and this will create a power great enough to rip the Earth apart. Properly utilized, however, The crystals can absorb and contain the energy.
Crash, is that you? I've been looking everywhere. I don't have much time to tell you this. You have to be careful. Trusting Cortex seems a little unwise, Crash. I can't keep the data path open much longer. Crash, you need to find...
Oh, yeah, there we are. Do you want to join your adventure? Yes. Oh, let's play as Coco for a bit. So, bit of a trick here. Bit of animal cruelty, I'm afraid. Yeah. Jump on Polar there for 10 times, and yeah, you can get some lives. What do you want to do? Bear it, Crash Crush, the Eel Deal. It's so good. The good names. Okay, here we are. So just a crystal or gem, please. Like a new path by any of the red gem elsewhere. We have the red gem from Snowgo. Yeah, this is, yeah, you used to slide around in the original as well, in this little safe area. I like her form for ice skating as well, very clever. They really have given both Crash and Coco personality here. Hedgehogs, I hate these. I prefer the look in the originals, if I'm honest. So we need that red crystal platform there. Until we have that. Yeah, that gets gradually faster. Fortunately, you can't slide up. But actually a bit more control than the originals, that's good. I finally got something good to say about the controls in this one. I don't bother with the hedgehogs, they're just too much of an arsenic. Those stalagmites are... or stalactites. I'll leave them. It's okay, because it's a bonus stage. We're going to be using a lot of other jumps here. So I'm of the opinion that Crash Bandicoot 2 is not just the best Crash Bandicoot game, but the best game in the Crash Bandicoot series. In the same way that Spyro 2 Gateway to Glimmer is the best Spyro game and the best game of the Spyro series. The reason why I say that is because I think both series follow a similar formula. I'm sorry that I'm explaining this while I'm failing miserably at this part of the level. Crash Bandicoot 1 gave a very basic formula, but was brilliant. It was a blueprint, it was a framework to work on, it was fantastic. The second game, however, refines the formula, perfects it. Doesn't add too much, doesn't take away too much either. And it doesn't add too little either. It does exactly what it needed to do. It was a natural refinement. This is taking the piss. This wasn't a problem in the original game section. So, and then you have the third game that, while is the fan favourite and deservedly so in many places, I think adds too much. I think it really fails to appreciate that less is sometimes more, and that's why I think that both games of both their respective series are not quite as good in the third game compared to the second one. Crash 2 was the best game of the Crash Bandicoot games, in my opinion, because it does exactly what it needs to do, and no more and no less. So we needed quite a lot more crates because we've got to get to another area. How we're going to do that with a lot of ice, I'm not sure. That's going to be the one thing that's really going to annoy me the most. Again, it's something that this is something the remaster should be doing better or staying the same, not worse. Time for air crash. A perfect run to a death platform makes it. So, even though there's a nice platform there, we are in a tropical waste. Tropical waste? What am I on about? I do apologise, it's not a waste. Oh, it's just such a horrific wasteland. What on earth is this? Mind you, it might actually be. This might be a post-apocalyptic wasteland. And it's just full of radioactive life. Who knows? Oh no. Oh no, I've found a secret. And if you do, you're a bit of an OG too. Let's see if you can figure it out. But it's very clever. Gotta make it. Oh, I can't. Never mind. Well, we're not getting that death route. You know what we can do? No, we can't, because we've just gone past it. Never mind. Oh, bugger. Ah, I've done it again. Should I continue? Yes. No. Because we need that death route. So there's two things we can do. One, I'll quit, because either way, we've got to do this. We'll get our death route gem first. But to do that, we can't die. That's the key thing. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, you can die afterwards, and the death route platform will still be there. So it's interesting as well that you actually call it death route. I don't think it actually had an official name before that. I think people called it a death route before then, or a death run. I have heard it known, and I think I've said this myself, it's called Skull Route. And you'll find out why very soon. So again, here's that secret. If you figure it out, you figure it out. Like, this isn't some sort of potentate of the rose sort of thing. You'll figure it out eventually, or you'll get there. And are you a potentate of the rose? We haven't died yet, have we? No, I'm not actually sure about this, but I can't remember if this contributes to the success of your run or not. So if you die here, I'm not sure what happens in terms of the death route. I think it was meant to appear here. No, it's there. Oh. And it's gone. It's gone. Great. Well done, John. So I don't think we can get the gem. We're nearly at the end anyway, because we've got the crystal. Come on. Really? We've got the crystal, so hopefully we can progress. So anyway, that's where the death route would be. It's a platform that takes you to another part of the level. Hopefully... Look, this is going to piss me off as well. Again, controls, I need you on my side now. This wasn't hard in the originals. I do like those things in the levels, that I really do. There's that extra bit going on. It really does add 3 dimensions to the 3-dimensional gameplay. We need the death route, great, but we've got the crystal. That's one thing. So it wasn't an entire waste of time. So, I should. Let's do it. Let's go for the death route first. Save the game. And as well, you can use this exploit. Well, I say exploit. It is exploiting an animal, I guess. Thinking. Oh, do you have to every time you reboot the game? Yeah, it's every time you reboot the game. Okay, that's fine. So air crash. So yeah, every time you reboot the game, you can do the 10 lives thing. At least it used to be. I thought it was after every level you could do it, but apparently not. So yeah, so we've got to be a bit careful here. Okay, that was not case in point. A Kuaku mask actually will help against standard hazards, not so much against everything else. We are going for all the crates. Again, the secret. I'll go a bit slow this time, see if we can figure out what the secret here is. As I say, we are going to see it. As soon as we've done the death route, he says with total confidence that he's going to actually make it. We will be doing that afterwards. Yeah, I do love that Crash Bandicoot 2 is chock full of stuff like that. Right, because I could see it move under the waves. I was fairly confident we're going to get there. Let's go. So this is what I call the skull route of the death route. Basically, it takes you to another area. high-speed platforming action. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, okay, so this is not the... Right, so I didn't actually do any more crates. Okay, fine. It's okay, because we've got the Skull Root gem. So I'm a bit confuzzled, but that's okay. Point is, we have achieved something else. Let's go back to this level one more time now. Not to get the gem, all the gems rather. Let's see if we can get ourselves a secret area. So, did you figure out the secret? I wouldn't be surprised if you couldn't, because it is a bit out. It's like, it's one of those things where it's like, you really gotta think, like, there's no way I can do that. In this case, we might be right. This takes us to a secret area. Yep, it's out there, I told you it'd be out there, but yeah. And this here is another area. So here we have a few different areas that we can go to. So we've got an X, so this is level 25, so level 26, 27, 28, 29 and 30. These are the secret areas, and every time you want to get to one of these you have to get onto a secret platform like that. So let's say I want to go to Red Ruin, I can't do that yet. I can jump through there. You could actually jump through and fall to the bottom, but it was okay because I think this tower is actually meant to be like really high in the sky, not just slightly above water. But you can go up, that'll take you back to the first world. Don't particularly want to do that right now. We do, however, want to go to Snowgo, because we've unlocked the path there. This is how we get the red gem, I do believe. Except this is a bit of a more difficult level. As well, there's no crates here. If there are, there's going to be very few. Yeah. And again, the music here is different because it's a bonus stage that's meant to be a bit more difficult. This is like the equivalent of a Death Route stage. It's almost like an entire level unto itself. And controlling the ice is going to be a massive problem here. I don't think there's any checkpoints either. Okay, right, yep, fine. You know, the Toys for Bob version of the game is looking a lot better right about now. We're gonna have to rely so much on this slide attack, it's not even funny. Fuck's sake, I don't know. Yeah, fine. Fine. The nitro grenade exploded in my face, that's brilliant. I've got 30 lives, that might just be enough. But believe it or not, there is going to be a level harder than this. That's another snow area to get a gem. In fact, it might actually be this one, not sure. See, I can't even trust myself to jump on there, because if that's what's just going to happen then. Is there any point, you know? So this is good, because at least you can get some one buff here, an extra life. Or near enough to it. So while we're invincible, let's destroy all these nitro crates. Make hay while the sun shines. And we got the gem. So we got the red gem, which means now we've unlocked the red root in another level. We don't need to really worry about bonus stage and things like that. We can do that another time. There we go. So that's the importance of trying to find those secrets and other levels. We will find some more. I know of at least one or two more. There we go. Oh, so we can actually go down by default. We no longer have to rely on the secret routes. That's a good improvement as well. An air crash, we've done snow bears. Oh, we've been playing. Okay, yeah, we can play for a bit longer. Air crash, bear it. Why not? It's another interesting level. Oh, we've got to play as Crash here, okay. So far, so good, yeah. Sorry, they just cut out an entire part of the song that's really good. This is what I don't like about this version of the music. Is like I think Crash Bandicoot 2 they sort of didn't do as good a job of the music. Because there's parts of the songs that I really liked and they've just cut them out or really dampened them out. I get, like, you know, you don't want to ruin perfection. So, oh, sorry, I thought it was a slidey bit. So you'd naturally just want to not do it and ruin it, but at least put something there. Hang on, I missed a crate. Never mind. The death animations here are great. Like, Crash Bandicoot 2, they really upped the death animations. They had fun with it in Crash Bandicoot 1, but here, absolutely. You know how it said sacrifice control for speed. Doesn't seem to be much sacrifice or anything like that here. Yeah. Just seems to be just having bad controls anyway, like that. Mr. Crate. With Crash Bandicoot 2, I'm much more bothered about getting the gems because in Crash Bandicoot 1, I'm not going to say it feels more spiteful, but well, I mean, I suppose it was, but I'm just less bothered about that. I'd rather focus on this one because that's the one. This is the one I'm good at. Which, if you can believe it, yes. Yeah. Why not? Let's play as Crush a bit more. Crash Crush. It's not Coco Crush after all. Sliding can help you avoid dangerous obstacles. Oh, that's interesting. Oh! Another chase level. That's good. Sorry, that was me just playing silly buggers. I like that, that's clever. Again, another fine example of how Crash Bandicoot became this so beautifully handcrafted game. Oh yeah, the mines aren't lethal, but they do slow you down. And because of depth perception, that is, or depth perspective rather, that was a problem in other games as well. So in the original game as well, those force fields are going to be a pain in the ass. This is another bonus area. Oh, for the crates, yeah, okay. If I'm not mistaken, all the mines make the boulder hop a little bit. I think they did in the original. Detail that might be missing here, because I mean, even though like that, they little bounce on the crates when you jump on them, all the squidginess to them is gone. Like some Super Mario games as well, and I suppose like Spyro as well to an extent, a lot of the Crash Bandicoot levels will try and teach you or make you have emphasis on some mechanic. This is especially the case in Crash Bandicoot 3, where quite early on, or it was mostly actually the medieval levels, no matter how late they were in the game, in the sort of fantasy medieval ones, they would say, okay, you're going to use a new ability here, or we're going to get you to use an ability you've already got as default, and really give it some use. Yeah, It was good. I like it. I like when games do that, where they teach you organically. There's no tutorials, no text, or anything like that. It's just the game is just having faith in you discovering how to do the thing. Before I do, just grab that gem. Sometimes I think it used to be that the doors would open, you could actually see the boulder, and I think as well you could even touch it and it might even do damage. Yeah. You'll get less Cortex and Brio messages going forward. It's mostly just Coco and Cortex. And now we're going for the eel deal. A special gem hides behind something fake. Yeah, I love these levels. Music. I mean, I love sewer levels in general. I'm one of these... I'm in the minority, I know, and it's really just because people don't actually know how to make a good sewer level. Or make mechanics around it. I mean, a sewer is essentially just a dungeon with biohazards. Not my fault if you're not adding those things to your dungeon, you know? But even here... I love again how claustrophobic it is. It really suits the gameplay. Plenty of things. It's like, I don't think there's actually any rat enemies, which you'd expect in a sewer. You know what? I take it back. I spoke too soon. We have our armoured rats. Now, a bit of platforming wisdom here. If ever a trail seduces you with Wumpa, treasure, crates, any sort of collectibles in a fork in the road, that is the false path. That is the path of the heretic. We're going down this way. You know why? Because it's dangerous and we like danger. We also like fake doors. Real fake doors! Because behind here, we will see, is more treasure. Look at this! Look at the temple ruins, they're gorgeous! It's absolutely wonderful, it's just so gorgeous. And, we got ourselves a green gem. There's nothing else here. That's it, we've got to find our way back. Notice how the music's changed as well. And now it's back to normal. There you are, that's your green gem right there. I could go that way, but that's bonus stage right there. Bit of weirdness going on there. Now, this is a different sort of path. So again, doing little to seduce us. This is the correct path, I believe. Because it's going, oh no 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 no. I've fallen for that trick before. No, this is actually the real progress way. Yeah. That's hint number 2 of platform game wisdom. The first path tries to seduce you from the real one. The second one, no, is the real one. But here we've got the crystal. I complained before about how the hints aren't really hints, they just tell you what it actually does and where you need to go. But I will say sometimes these things can be a bit mental. So we also have a grabby bit here, so we can press jump to leap off. We can also pull ourselves up like that, and we can spin. So I'm missing 3 crates. So we don't want to spin attack these guys because you'll notice they've got spikes. So we're going to be very careful if we're going to try and touch them. Let's like go past first and then go by. You might be able to spin attack him from behind. I don't want to risk it. Bear in mind as well, in Crash Bandicoot, there is not really much benefit to actually taking out enemies besides making the path safer. There we are. We've got our cock and balls there. And that's just what it's called when you've got a crystal and 2 gems. I don't make the rules. So there we go. The eel deal is complete. We've got our 2 items and a drink. That makes it a meal deal.
Of 25 crystals. You're on your way. I'm running low on power, so communication from this point will be difficult. Remember, I'm counting on you.
And now we have the Komodo Bros, Mo and Joe. Interestingly, the next time you would see them is in Crash Team Racing, and it's only one of them. Direct attacks don't hurt them. Oh yeah, they've been upgraded here. They're actually one of my favourite characters. Well, my favourite pair of characters, I guess, in the Crash Bandicoot series. This boss fight's one of my favourites. To say you don't really actually have to do anything. Also as well, all the bosses pretty much have 3 health. I would like to have seen more done with the Komodo Bros. But yeah, that's it really. That's them. It's like, it's a fight that's over so quickly and you just forget them. That's it, that's all you'll see of them until Crash Team Racing and Crash Bash. I'm pretty sure they're in Crash Bash. In case you ask, I will not be playing that. Alright, you can play a bit longer.
show, Crash. The Komodo brothers obviously lacked your mettle. But now's not the time to get cocky. There are still many crystals to obtain. Remember, the world is counting on you.
It's still playing the music, which is nice. So the puns this is where the puns really happen. You got sooner or later, which I love using in day-to-day conversation. Unbearable. Bear down, yeah. Okay. Alright, plant food. So I think this is going to be, yeah, beat the diamond door on a special gem. So I'm going to do same here, essentially. Try and get the silver gem first, or the clear gem, and then... As well, if I just pause. Yeah, notice as well the user interface changes game to game. So I think in the third one it'll be more metallic. So originally it was wood, then this one's stone. Third game will be a different colour. Sorry, different style, so I think it'll be metallic. Anyway. Doesn't take much to amuse me, it really doesn't. So again, this is where you'd have to beat the timer. I'm not going to try and beat it because we've got to do the bonus stage for the gems. I'd rather get that gem first. Whee! So as soon as you get on the bonus platform, it stops the timer. So, oh no, it doesn't. You can still... Yeah, it does stop the timer. Okay, that's fine. I do like how the Wumpa is there in such a way to hold your hand. Remember games didn't used to hold your hand? Now games are too bloody. Oh there's me being an idiot. See, you can't stop people from being idiots, can you? You can't make a game idiot proof, because they'll just come up with a better idiot. That never happened in the original. Just saying. I do think I do prefer the original games, but as I say though, I am glad for this. That's something I have to appreciate. If we didn't have this game, it would probably give a lot less hope to other remasters. So you see, if I do this, I can get the crates. If I went on the hoverboard, I wouldn't be able to get them. It's a rookie mistake. That probably only I've ever made. How much does the piranha plant that? So, we've got that. Time to get our right bollock. So I do really well because we've got quite a few gems, including some of the colour ones as well. That's good. I'm much more in my element with this game. even with the original Crash Bandicoot 1, I wasn't as big a fan of that. I appreciate it more from a technological point of view, and a design point of view, and a cultural point of view, than I do as an actual game. I'm not interested in Crash 1 as a playable game, more as a historic piece. I gotta stop trying to go for the crates because I need to focus on beating the level now. So the Akuku masks are still useful. Because, case in point there, those plants are deadly if you let them be. Just for the sake of it. Got a piss gem, kidney stone gem, nice. And there's another colour gem got. So I think we've only got one more to get now. And that should mean we now have pretty much every bonus stage unlocked. Yep. So it's just the purple gem I left with. The amethyst. I think we get that in the 4th world. Right, onto another sewer level. And there's 2 gems here. By earning the yellow gem elsewhere. Oh, that's handy. Well, you know what? We could play a bit longer, can't we? Love that napalm effect. So when the guy's reloading, that's when you can hear a scream. What do they call them now? Do they call them minions? Yes, I think you might. They might have been called goons originally, but that had certain connotations these days. Aha! So got a yellow gem. So, you got the gem, congratulations. Can you get out alive? No. So technically we could actually just end that there, but let's get to the end. See what happens. Because it might have to take us back there. Because there might be crates here. And, yeah, let's be honest, we want to see the end, don't you? So. I think that was quote-unquote fixed in Crash Bandicoot 3, where at the end of where if you wanted the gem at the end of a bonus stage, you actually had to do the bonus stage, or the hidden gem stage, whatever it was called. I've got to stop calling it a bonus because I suppose it is a bonus, but not in the context of it's required for crates. I know I should use the slide more, but the thing is I'm way too trusting in Vicarious Vision's controls. I think I did actually go in the electric wall there and I didn't actually get hit, so that's going on. So that water is always going to be electrocuted, there's barely any break. I'm not having trouble with the jump, I'm having trouble with wrestling the controls. just want to check anything behind there. Nope. Great. So we go back up. You motherfucker. We've actually got to do the level again. Which is the real path, I wonder? I think it is actually this one. Either way, we've done both crates, so for nitro and steel, so we should be good. But that doesn't really matter because we've still got to do the entire level again. Because there's a part we can't get past. I believe those platforms sink as well. Yeah. But that's okay, because we've got the one of the gems at least. So that's good. But we need to do it again. For the crate gem. It's doing. Oh nice, the other video's uploaded. Have we got any other comments so far?
Computer and found detailed schematics for an improved Cortex vortex and a suspicious-looking space station. I'm not sure, but Cortex might be trying to...
Right, I'm just quickly installing Crash 4. Just in time for the... so I'll be ready for the next Let's Play. But yeah, I don't know what else I should do. I was thinking of doing like the Spyro games on Game Boy Advance, which are not as good. I ain't gonna lie, they're pretty horrid. In fact, my favourite of the Spyro games on Game Boy Advance, sorry, my favourite Spyro games on the Game Boy Advance were actually the side scrollers. I say side scrollers, there was only one. It was called Spyro Orange. Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, if you've played it, you know how bad this game is. And you know what? A side-scrolling Spyro game actually worked really well. It's just a shame it had to be in that game. No, because it was basically a mini-game collection. And I completed it for review, and I've said before, it was one of my best scripts that I ever wrote, and I didn't actually do a review of it. But I was going to review Crash Purple and Spyro Orange, which was a collaboration between Crash and Spyro, where Crash would take on Ripto after completing minigames, and Spyro would take on Cortex after doing a series of minigames. Pretty cool ideas in theory, right? Wrong answer. Well, no, it was a good idea in theory. It was awful in execution. That's a shame, because I love those games. So to get past this part, we need to wait for these things to spawn. We could just go through like that. We could wait for another to spawn. And hit the blade. Yeah. That's how you do that. In fact, we could just leave that. There we go. Okay, So we need the other crate here. Deal with this guy, so I don't have to deal with him later. That reminds me, I need to sit down and do some Infernus Marines tonight. Combat patrol. Anyway, so I'm not gonna turn this into 40k. Don't worry. But yeah, I'm gonna give Crash Bandicoot 4 an honest go. I think maybe I might play it in the times that I'm not able to play this for Let's Play, because I'm only going to play it when I'm recording. So I might actually get some practice into Crash Bandicoot 4, see what it's like, figure it out. Hopefully there's no parts that I stumble upon, and if there are, I can overcome those, ready to play it for camera. Because I don't like to go into games blind necessarily, especially at Let's Play. I only really like to play games I've already played before, and then I can talk about them in greater detail. Which worked so well before. I can shut that down for the time being, and I can check that. Nothing part 2 yet. Okay, we're good. We're still safe. So, yeah, I'm gonna try and get this uploaded later. You know, let's try and... because this is where things are gonna get a bit funky. I might just do one more level, because there's going to be a lot of stuff happening. Yeah, it's Road to Ruin and Unbearable that are going to have a few more extra parts. In fact, I think even this... if this level I'm thinking of, which I think it will be, there might be another bonus stage. Sorry, I mean additional area. It is hard to miss the crystal in the levels, but you can absolutely do that. But it won't count towards your progression for the next area. That was a lot easier than the original. Sometimes when you're going on the ice to slide from one area to another, it can be quite difficult. Yep, here we are. Donate the nitrocates. Now, get our gem. But we've also got to do this part as well. And land on this island. Which takes us to the warp room. So there we have the crystal and the gem for that area. But now we've unlocked this area. So we can come here at any time from the warp room, or the hub, the lobby, whatever you want to call it. But to unlock these areas, so Air Crash, Snow Go, Road to Ruin, Totally Bear, and Totally Fly, we have to do the secret area. So I keep calling it a bonus, I don't know what it is, it's a secret area. And yeah, there's gem roots as well, something. I like the death animation there, that's quite good. So this should be another gem for us. Now if you're feeling brave, you can jump those crates to get those lives. But I'm not doing that. Because that's just a fool's errand. And I am no fool, I'm merely incompetent. So, we stand here, and this should take us to roughly the beginning of the... Yeah, to the level. So we've already got 51 crates. Just want to be careful until I get to that checkpoint. There we go. Okay. So now we can get the gem for this level. So it's working out quite nicely. I would like to get all of the gems and everything before we face off the Cortex this time, just to get that different ending. But I doubt that's going to happen, especially like towards the end. The next hub world after this one. So crystals 15 to 20. Can be quite a bit punishing. I was going to say this feels familiar, I realised no, this is the level we've been to before. That's why. I don't know if we need a death fruit yet. It's going to be sod's law that after all this we do. I'm curious, now that we've died. Yeah, the death root has disappeared. Why did I hit the checkpoint before doing this? That was a bit silly, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm seeing what the problem is with some of the jumps now. The game really does expect you to jump too late. Like, I can slide, but I won't actually fall into the water for a good long while. Like, I'm hoping that I caught that adequately on camera. Because, yeah, that seems very weird. And there we are, we've got the gem. So we didn't need the death root, thank God for that. So, got ourselves another gem. And I think that is where I'm going to call it, because we've been playing for a while now. I'd like to have a rest. You know, after doing nothing but play Crash Bandicoot for 3 hours today. But yeah, I'll take a break, because we've done a fair bit. And we can go progress. In fact, you know what? Yeah, I should. I'll take a break because it's... yeah, the levels are going to get crazier, and the necessity for other gems is going to, and gem roots and things like that is going to only increase. But let's just have a quick look at our progress so far. We can at least do that. So let's go down as well. So Air Crash, we've got the gems and the crystal. Let's assume we've got all the crystals. We've got the red gem for Snowgo as well, so that's good. We've got the gem there. So we've got 3 more bonus levels to find. I recall the entrance to one of them at least. And it might be a 3rd level. We've got all the crystals and gems here, I think. Yep. So we're good there. So from here, missing a gem there. I think we need the red gem for that route, so we'll have to do that later. And we've got gems aplenty, crystal gems, all gems, so pretty much 100% there, except for one. We know how to do that though, and that's going to be a bit more difficult, and it's going to take a bit more time. Otherwise, everything pretty much here so far. Road to Ruin is going to be tricky. Unbearable is going to have some secrets. And then down there is another boss. But yeah. That's it, yeah. That's it for me. So thank you ever so much for watching. I really do appreciate you watching, and yeah, I hope this part has turned out significantly better than the second one. I'm looking forward to even more adventures with Crash Bandicoot. Until the next time, take care, thank you ever so much for watching, and ta for now.